it's Myesha and I'm back with another video, and today I decided to do how I'm studying for my finals this quarter. So let's go ahead and get started with this video. So the three classes that I have finals for are Anatomy and Physiology 1, Psychology, and Principles of Mathematics. So for Anatomy and Physiology 1, what I decided to do was make flashcards. And on here, it just says Anatomy and Physiology Final Review Packet flashcards. So we got a final review packet just the other day, but we also had a final review sort of practice test, if you will, for bonus online. So I'll be making flashcards out of that. My final for that is on Friday, and so I'll be fine though because I don't have to work tonight, and I only have one class at 12:30 today, so I'll be doing a lot of studying for Anatomy and Physiology with these flashcards and making the other ones. Another thing that I'm going to be doing is all the online homework. So we use this website called McGraw-Hill for our homework that we use, and we also have an online book there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the book and just look at all the sections that I was the least good at when we were learning them and taking the test, and which one that I had the most trouble learning. So I'm going to go through those and just kind of read them over and study all the diagrams and things like that. And another thing that I'm going to do is with those online homeworks, I'm just going to keep redoing them. They're kind of called self-study homeworks, where you can click your answer and then check your answer. And so then you can go on that way, and it doesn't count against you or anything. So I'm just going to do those over and over again until every single question I get on every single chapter that I've ever had in that class is done and over with all over again. So let's move on to psychology. Okay, so for my psychology class, what we did was on Monday, I have psychology Mondays and Fridays. So on Monday, we did a final review where she went through legitimately the final itself, and she told us every single answer to it. Now, the only problem that I had with that was that she went through it really fast, and it was hard to write down everything she was saying because she would say it like maybe once or twice and then move on to the next question. So she went through like 100 and something questions. But, so what I have here, these are my notes. I have notes, and I have about 5 pages of these. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite them in the order that we learned them, and that way when I'm studying tonight, I can go ahead and study easily, knowing that this was what we did in the first part of the year, and I should probably study that more because I probably forgot that more, and then move on to what I've already learned recently. So I think that'll help me a lot, and I don't think this final is going to be hard at all. Psychology, study the mind, whatever you want to do about that. I feel like this is going to be one of my easier finals, so this will probably be the second easiest. So let's move on to Principles of Mathematics. Okay, so for my Principles of Mathematics class, we are allowed to use any notes that we've had this whole quarter. So this morning, I went ahead and I just separated everything and categorized everything. It's much easier for me to organize everything, and I feel like if I'm organized, my brain's organized. So what I did here, I'll show you everything. I went through my entire Principles of Mathematics folder and just organized everything. So this is the stuff that we got in the beginning of the year, like our syllabus and our ALEX, which is our online math assignments that we have to get done throughout the quarter. So those are just out by itself. I didn't put those into anything. So then we have my math notebook, and this has just all my notes and everything from the quarter. And we're allowed to use this. We're allowed to use anything you see here. So I think I'm just going to do fine. Like, I'm going to get an A on it anyway. So I don't really have to study for it. For me personally, I don't need to study for math unless it's like an all-year thing, and then I have to like accumulatively go through everything. But this is just 11 weeks. Like, I could easily pass 11 weeks worth of work for math class. So another things that I've done here. So this says in-class assignments. So we do in-class assignments. So I have this class Thursdays and Fridays. So I had this class today, and the final is actually today, Thursday. So what I did was, it says in-class assignments right here, and I went through my entire folder, and I just collected all my in-class assignments that we've ever done. And our in-class assignments were always completed on Thursdays, because Thursdays we had our in-class assignments where we learned something, took our in-class assignment, and then the next day we went to the computer lab and worked on ALEX, which is that assignment online thing that I told you about. So, and then I went ahead and I organized them from the beginning of the quarter to the end of the quarter, which will be in the back. And I also put some of these paper clips on it just to keep them organized in my folder, and I laid them like this in the folder. So that's my in-class assignments. Okay, and then next what we have is my homework. So I went ahead and I listed the homework. This says problem set number 1, and so I went through the beginning of the year again, and I put problem set number 1 in the front, and the last one, which would be like problem set 7 in the back. So that'll be a lot easier, hopefully, if the final is on paper and it is in order from the beginning of the year. This will be a lot easier to study this way, or to find the answers, I mean, for the test, because we can't use these notes again. And then this one here says quizzes. So it shows everything I got for the quizzes here. And I am missing some quizzes. I know I did miss a quiz because I was sick or something. But I am missing a couple quizzes, but this will be fine because I have all these other notes to refer back to. So quizzes right here. Again, paper clips. It just makes it more organized in my mind personally. And then we have a conversion chart and the multiplication table. This is a basic math class. So some people can test out of this class, but if it all depends on your first quarter. So during your first quarter, you have steps to career success. And during that quarter, you learn about how to study, and you also take a quick test on just some simple math and then some simple English composition. And if you pass out of that test, then you don't have to take the class. Now, I did pass out of the very, very, very basic math class. Not exactly sure what that's called, but I tested out of that one. So that wasn't even shown on my schedule because I tested out of it from that test that we took that first quarter. So I still have to take Principles of Mathematics because I did not test out of that one. So this is just the multiplication table and our conversion chart, which is like converting like cups to gallons and all of that fun stuff. The next thing I have here is, it says midterm review, midterm, final review part 1, and final review part 2. And again, I organized this from the beginning. So we have the midterm review, midterm, final review part 1, and final review part 2. I think I'm going to be using these the most, especially since I showed my work on every single problem. So it'll have all the answers there for me, and I can refer to this on the test today. And the next thing I did, I wasn't going to keep these, but I thought it might be a good idea. This is just some of the like random papers that I found in here, just notebook papers of me doing work. And I think this might be helpful just in case I can't find anything in any of these things, which would probably be non-existent because I feel like I have a lot of information here. But this can help me when I am looking for something in dire need, and I feel like there might be something in here just in case. So I'm not going to throw these away. I'm just going to keep these with me and bring these today. And the last thing I have for my math final today is just scrap paper to work with for today. It just says scrap paper for math final with a heart. I don't know, I'm weird. And I put it up here. I put this, I stapled this up in the corner way at the top because I'm very annoyed when I have to turn the paper and it makes a crease and then like I'm just staring at the crease the whole time. Or I was going to do it like a booklet, but that annoys me because I have to flip the page and I really don't feel like doing that. So I feel like if I just went like this, it just makes it so much easier and it's not like all too creased up. I just don't like not being organized. So that's just one of my pet peeves. Okay, so that is it of how I am studying for my finals this quarter. This is my second quarter, and next I'm going to be filming a video actually today, and I'll probably upload that right after this one. This will be on my schedule for next semester. I already have that, so I'll go ahead and make that video after this, and I'll upload that hopefully within the same 1 or 2 days. And the reason why I haven't been filming much is because, again, this is finals week, and I have been working a plethora amount of time. So it'll be a lot easier next semester, which will be not next week, but the next week after that. And that is because I decided to make it easier on myself at work and make myself unavailable on Mondays. So Mondays you'll definitely be getting a video, or I'll at least be filming the video on Mondays and uploading it on Tuesdays. So I think I'll be doing videos 2 times a week now instead of 3 or 4 times a week, because next quarter is going to be very rigorous with the type of academics that I am learning. So I decided to just make it easier on myself and make myself a more set schedule so that I can be organized, and these YouTube videos that will be uploaded will be more organized as well. So if you like this video, please just give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I upload next, just click the little bell icon and that'll tell you when I upload right away so you don't miss any of my updates. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.